Welcome back, YouTube. We are back with another episode of the Carolina Panthers franchise with Reese Gatlin at quarterback. And it's been an interesting season so far. I haven't played this in a couple of days. Um, Work, real life kind of gets in the way. So let's see, what's the playoff picture look like? If it were to start right now, we would be the number 2 seed in the NFC. And as I recall, to see the actual standings, we have to do some ridiculousness. Um, I think we had to go into not the schedule. I mean, that's one way we could see it, but if we want to do some counting, I think it was in the team stats. We could, or actually, here we go. Here we go. So we are 10-3 going into this week. We're taking on the 8-5 Buffalo Bills. We're the number 2 seed. The number 1 seed was it San Francisco? And why do I not see them? Are they on their bye this week? No, they're not. So they have one loss on the season. Interesting. Very interesting. Do we play them at all this season? I don't think so. Nope, only if we meet them in the playoffs. But we have 4 games left. 3 of them are division games. We have this game versus the Bills. We have the Buccaneers twice, and we're going to the Saints. 3 of these 4 games are going to be away games, so that'll be fun. Let's take a quick look at the team, see how the stats are looking, and then we'll jump right in. You'd think that there would be an easier way to see standings. But I think it's just because I'm playing this from the quarterback point of view instead of playing it from the coach or owner point of view, is why I don't have some of the menus that you would think I would have. Because I know you can see standings in the coach point of view. I do have a franchise I'm playing as a coach. So, Reese Gatlin with 4 games left in the season. I've thrown for 4,206 yards, 36 touchdowns to 19 interceptions, 58% completion percentage. I mean, it's not ideal, but I'm also, not used to playing on all Madden. I've mentioned that a few times. And those numbers would look a little bit better if I hadn't accidentally simulated our first game against the Saints back in week 2. Rushing, Christian McCaffrey has 369 carries for 1,884 yards and 20 touchdowns. That's just ridiculous. But I can see McCaffrey doing that too. Receiving, Robbie Anderson leads the team with 57 catches for 1,800 yards and 17 touchdowns. That's definitely a career year. I hope he gets a big contract out of it. DJ Moore, 43 catches, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. David Moore, 22 catches, 573 yards, 4 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 27 catches, 385 yards, and a touchdown. And our rookie, Terrace Marshall Jr., has 4 catches for 66 yards, but 3 touchdowns. Defensively, I finally found out how to pronounce his name, Patrick Onwaso. I've been struggling with that uh, this whole season, but and I guess he must have been a free agent pickup or a trade because apparently he's on the Jets, which is why I didn't know how to pronounce his name. It's not like I paid a lot of attention to the Jets because why would I? But Brian Burns leads the team with 15 sacks. Hassan Reddick has 13 interceptions. AJ Boye with 3, Jalen Mills with 2, Dante Jackson with 2, JC Horn, the rookie, with 2. We do not have a lot of interceptions, 9 on the season. Forced fumbles, only 3. AJ Boye, Hassan Reddick, and Shaq Thompson, although he did recover his and return it for a touchdown. And that's the only defensive touchdown we have. So the defense is playing all right. The offense, led by the only the only player I'm actually controlling, is doing pretty outstanding. Christian McCaffrey is the front runner for MVP right now, and Gatlin is number 9. McCaffrey is the front runner for Offensive Player of the Year NFC. Gatlin is number 5. Defensive Player of the Year, Brian Burns has dropped down to number 4. And Hassan Reddick's down to number 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, of course, that's going to be Reese Gatlin. Terrace Marshall Jr. is in 7th place in that race. JC Horn is number 2 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. So that's enough of that. Let's see. Who's challenging me? Tre'Davious White. Let's see what we got to do. Beat him, accumulate 150 yards, rushing, and 3 touchdowns. Okay, I think we can make that happen. I was afraid it was going to say don't throw any interceptions, and you know we're going to throw interceptions. That's what we do. Simulate strategy. Alright. So let's see how we can do against the Bills. I mean, we've got a good young team here. You know, a very good young team. Why are we comparing DJ Moore to... Okay. I'm actually glad that I am playing this on PS4. I've talked about that a few times in the past. About how some of my connection issues are because I'm on PS4 and on remote play, or PlayStation Remote. But I'm actually glad I'm playing it on PS4 after seeing some of the reviews and videos of what this game is like on PS5. Because apparently a lot of the bugs and issues in the game are limited to the next-gen consoles. I mean, we see enough bugs just, you know, just playing it here.
I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
You can't hear the announcers, but I can. They're a little bit too loud in my headset, so I need to turn that down a little bit. And we need to extend this drive, so...
20-point score. Give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
That'll work.
Then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give him 13 yards
just
there
keep
on the
pounding the rock with McCaffrey. I'd love to see him get 2,000 yards this season.
Get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
that's not the way he's
Well,
going
this
to do
defense
it.
for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa
But
Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire
apparently
game.
the Bills beat
Ended up
Tampa
getting
Bay
4
last
sacks
week,
total and made it
which is
difficult for
why
him to
we're
step
the
up
number 2
and find
seed instead of
receivers
the number
downfield.
5 seed.
Also made it hard for him to
Because
escape
we're at
the
10 and
pocket
3, and
run.
that loss by Tampa Bay dropped them to 9 and 4.
Past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Although I don't see why we wouldn't still be the number 2 seed because we haven't played Tampa Bay yet. We played them twice in our last 3 games.
He's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to
And
do here down the stretch
one of our
this
3
late in the
losses
season,
was
he
against
needs
New
that big
Orleans,
closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on
which
and
they're
go, "My
probably
goodness, did he put up a number?"
perfect in
Let's
the
say
division
200
so
plus?
far.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I'm letting Coach call the plays because I'm a rookie.
Set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know, I have taken over play calling in a couple of games just because we weren't getting it done and I was trying to get a win.
He was well over 100 yards
It's
last
had
week.
mixed
He
results.
this week, a little ambitious that he wants to
But
hit
for the
that
most
200
part, I'm
mark.
thinking,
We'll
okay,
see.
a rookie quarterback's not going to be given the freedom to call the plays on the
That had
field.
a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue.
Wow.
Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's
All
what
right,
it's all
McCaffrey,
about.
you go get that first down.
Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving
Just
it.
carry both teams with you.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely
Run it
tough to
one
get
more
down.
time
We just saw
before
it
we
right there.
take to
But
the
how
air
about what
again.
we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
You know, I've been watching some other Madden. I've been watching a lot of
Down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
the way that guy
56 yards rushing for him as he's
analyzes
got the
team
afternoon off to a
makeup,
great start.
builds
You were telling me this
teams.
yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the
You know,
opening
his
drive.
gameplay
Establish
isn't
the
great,
game.
which he's the
Remember
first to
our
admit, although it's probably better than mine.
one of the GMs in
He's
the league
better
has
at
told
reading
me
defenses
repeatedly, it's a
and
big man's game. It's not
anticipating
necessarily
what the
size.
offenses
He's
are
talking
going
about
to
playing
do.
some big boy football.
Oh, the
Line,
best
get
player on my
leverage,
offensive
keep it
line
going,
is injured.
establish the run early.
Really, the only
Now
player on
whistles
my
here,
offensive
and it
line.
looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. 2nd and goal.
That's
from
not
inside the
ideal.
5. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard. That
But
is
all right,
caught.
let's get this
It's
offense off the
Anderson.
field.
Touchdown,
Hopefully,
Panthers.
Moton will be back by the time
Robbie Anderson.
we take the field again. Let's take a look and see if we know what his injury is. Shoulder strain. He's out for 1 quarter. Okay. Does that mean he's going to miss the entire second or the last 9 seconds of the first? Let's just run a quick play here and find out. Looks like Buffalo either had a fumble or an interception. Gave us pretty good field position
Heck
here,
of a
though.
broken tackle and able to work this down near
And
the
we're just going to
23.
let the time run
7
out
yards
here on the
pickup
quarter
there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Panther football
so
is
that we can go and see if Moton is back. I'm betting that means he's going to be out for the second. Yeah.
quarter number 2. These two teams
Okay.
all tied after 1.
Well, they're actually giving me an outside run with McCaffrey on the coach suggestion.
A beautiful fake. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys
That's
playing
something.
this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So I'm hoping that the computer or the CPU plays it smart in the off season and either goes to free agency or goes to the draft and gets us an offensive line. Because right now we don't have an offensive line. We have Taylor Moton. We need a left tackle, a left guard, a right guard. Honestly, we could probably use another center. I mean, we've got a decent center right now, but he's getting older, and you know he's definitely regressing. You know, so it wouldn't be nice to. It would be nice to. Oh, why am I running on 3rd down? And that should have been a pick.
That nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with.
Oh, wow. We're actually going for it.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it.
This might be the first time we've gone for it on 4th down when playing with a lead since I've been playing this season.
And the Panthers are going to have first.
But I mean, the field position was excellent. You know, it's a great field position to go for it. So I understand why we did it. You know, and I understand a lot of times why we haven't done it in previous opportunities. You know, I get it. You know, the field position wasn't great. There have been some times when it has been 4th and inches, and I felt like we could have gone for and now my right guard is also injured.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And it'll be caught.
And DJ Moore gets the touchdown. All right.
By DJ Moore. DJ Moore.
He had a step on him. That was all we needed. All right. What's going on with Daly now? Dislocated shoulder. He's out for 3 games. Minimum. That's my... Dennis Daly's playing left guard? I thought we had Pat Elflein at left guard. Alright, so then... What's my line look like right now? Greg Little, who's not even on the team anymore, at left tackle. Pat Elflein at left guard. Matt Paradis at center. See, he's down to a 79. Oh, God. Are we going to have Deontay Brown playing right guard? I'd rather have Brady Christensen in there. And, okay, Moton's back. See, and I would go in and just put Brady Christensen in at right guard if I could, but I can't control any of those decisions. See? So, oy vey. Well, we'll see how this goes.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to
I know I'm not passing a lot here.
play gets made by the defense.
Main reason for that is why would I? I'm up by 2 scores. I have a goal to get 150 rushing yards.
Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to
You know, I just don't really need to pass it right now.
For him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer.
But on 3rd down, I think I'm probably going to. Just another short
Panthers
pass.
on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Open
And
is
Robbie Anderson bails me out
He
again.
will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards
And we go back to the run. It may be, you know, somewhat boring football, especially with McCaffrey just trying to run it up the middle every play, not really breaking any long runs. But it's smart football.
Here's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to 7.
God, the season starts for real in a couple of weeks. I cannot wait. Not that I'm going to be able to see any of the Panthers games, because I live in Kentucky now, which is Colts territory. And the only games I'm going to probably get a chance to see are the nationally televised games.
McCaffrey And he takes it into the end zone.
And that's a second touchdown for McCaffrey. Yay.
Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Got another stop. Hey, looks like he wants us to air it out. Okay. I can do that, coach. Not sure where we're passing downfield with a 3-score lead. But if that's what you want, that's what we'll do. And DJ Moore makes the catch. All right.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just
Wow.
going to add to his total. Certainly not
Coach
resting on
Rule is
his
trying
laurels.
to
He's trying to continue to gain as many yards
trying
as
to
possible and continue
run up
this
the
big
score
season.
here.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll air this one deep.
And Robbie Anderson gets another
Complete at the
touchdown.
one. Touchdown.
Hey, look, an injury that's not to one of my offensive linemen.
With his
Wow, Buffalo's just not taking care of business. So,
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
all right.
An
Well,
anxious
that
moment
improved
or
our
two
field
there, but they
position
do
some.
get him down. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive
All right.
coordinator.
Well, we need
now.
10 more yards to
Get
get him to
back
his
there deep. Give up
150.
that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah,
And we're not going to get it
whatever's in his mind
in the
right
first
now,
half.
we probably couldn't
But I
see
mean, 145 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. That's not bad.
Play of half number one. So he comes out of nowhere.
I mean, this is the kind of game right now where honestly they should be pulling me and McCaffrey out of the game, letting the backups handle it for the rest of the game. Not that I want them to do that because I love stats,
He's upended after a gain of 2.
but that's, you know,
that was a pretty good
any
job.
real NFL coach would be making that decision probably after one more score.
They're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence
All right, so we
in.
got our 150 rushing yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here.
Third and
because
inches.
they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football.
That doesn't seem right.
Sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
No, we won't.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy
I do
territory.
love running with my
Able to make
quarterbacks.
something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. 161 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I played a season one time in Madden 19 or 20 where I was playing a quarterback just like I'm playing now,
A good run got 7 on
and
first.
my
Here's
quarterback
second and 3.
set the single season rushing record.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I was playing on
4
rookie
yards to
in that
pick up,
season,
first down.
So
obviously.
many teams want to throw situation nowadays.
But yeah, my quarterback rushed for like 2,500
In that
yards.
situation, that's
It was
almost a tendency
ridiculous.
breaker.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it second and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look
David
to
Moore
throw.
involved.
That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision
So,
right now.
I feel
of
bad
everything
for
that
the
was
Bills
discussed
here,
at the half,
man.
Just being torn in
They're-
shreds or being erased off
You know,
of the
for being as
Microsoft
good of a
Surface
team as
tablets
they are
because
this year,
none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
and don't forget, I mean, you know what? I'll show you here. You know, I don't want you to think that I changed something. I am playing on all Madden. I am on arcade. You know, I'm very close to changing that to simulation because it's getting to where it's a little too easy. But
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense
you know, I
is
mean,
getting
I'm
a little
playing
bit
this on
tired
all
out there.
Madden.
They've
I'm
been on the
just
field for a long
having a really good game against these guys.
Another run with
You know, I can't imagine that arcade makes it that much more difficult or that much easier. But maybe it does. I don't know.
They'll set up a throw.
And David Moore gets a touchdown. Add to his totals.
David Moore.
So maybe it's just coaches calling really good plays for us this week.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
It looks like the same stuff he's been calling every week, right?
Give him 5 on the carry.
And Mario Addison, former Panther, is injured. A lot of injuries this game. I mean, they're playing some smash mouth football out there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
Yeah, McCaffrey gets the first down. He should have been able to get a lot more out of that.
9 yards to pick up. First down.
Should have been able to get a lot more. But I do believe he's over 2,000 rushing yards for the season now. He was at 1,800 and something. And I think it was 1867 going into this game, and he's already at almost 200 for the game. At this rate, he might set the single season record this week.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under.
If not this week, maybe next week.
It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's going to look deep for Moore.
And DJ Moore, big catch.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards.
And DJ Moore is in the zone.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Oh, I just realized that I'm in the zone too, which is why I'm not throwing any interceptions.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. 5 yards remain.
That's helpful. Because I do throw a lot of interceptions.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. When he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
All right, we got the first down.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Yes, that's what I wanted. Was a rushing touchdown from Gatlin. Oh, Gatlin. Yeah, his name had to start with an O, so it wouldn't be a profane word. If you saw my video on some of the bugs that I found early on in playing the game, you'll understand that. But apparently names starting with the letter G are profane. Even if they're names that already exist in the game.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Where are you going?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smart.
He had the first down and then ran back across the line.
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
There we go. There we go.
Coming after them, trying to keep them
Sort of.
locking down a game. Right now,
Yeah, he's definitely over 2,000 yards for the season.
226 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Although, according to Gordon in my headset, he's got 126 yards rushing for the game. So, unless I misheard him. Hey, Chuba Hubbard's in the game. We finally sat McCaffrey.
The last run got 6.
You know what? We'll get the rookie some rushing yards. Why not?
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Okay.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
I do believe this is our best game of the season now. Even better than that redo against was it the Giants? Where I had to replay the whole game because it crashed on me.
They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He lets this one toward the back of the end zone and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took
All right, we're going for the field goal. No, we're probably punting it away. Not like they did anything with it. Apparently their offense is just unable to get anything going. Oh, I thought he was going to take that all the way. I'm real curious to see McCaffrey's stats after this game. Because he's having a career day.
They can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
You know, he's got to be offensive player of the week. I thought it was going to be me. It might be me, because I do have like 4 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. Alright, we'll run it one more time. No, you know what? We won't. I want to try to get one more passing touchdown. I know, this is bad form.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to wind up
pass interference.
We do have a flag down.
So now I get one more chance to try to throw another passing touchdown.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations,
And
whether you're playing
sorry, I just
for the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get
I want to run up the
less
score.
leeway in terms of
I'm
what's
playing
going to
against the
happen at the
CPU.
end of
What
the
does it
play.
matter?
But if you're looking for the football, it's less
What
likely
the
to draw the flag.
hell was that?
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another
I have
thing to
no
win.
idea what that was, because that's not the play I
What
called.
were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up.
I mean, I get I was under pressure, but my receivers weren't even running the routes they were supposed to be running.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for
I only threw for 177 yards.
But
But then again, we also had a tremendous field position for most of that game. Because Josh Allen threw 3 interceptions. Oh my goodness gracious. That got us up to 12 interceptions for the year. McCaffrey, 44 carries for 252 yards and 3 touchdowns. DJ Moore, 4 catches, 83 yards and a touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 4 for 57 and 2 touchdowns. David, 2 for 24 and a touchdown. And then Dan Arnold had the 1 catch. Defensively, what did we look like? 3 sacks, Hassan Reddick, Brian Burns, Derek Brown, exactly who I would have expected. Interceptions, 2 for Jalen Mills, 1 for A.J. Bouye. So, nice. No forced fumbles. No blocked kicks, no safety, no touchdowns. Overall, a good game there. I think that is the best game we've played yet. Offensively and defensively. I would have liked to see a couple more sacks on the board, but 3 interceptions kind of makes up for it. So, let's see what we got. That was almost perfect. I think I threw, what, 2 incomplete passes on the whole day? Alright. Let's advance to the next week. The Buccaneers dropped to 9-5. Okay. What's our playoff picture look like? We're still the number 2 seed. San Francisco is 13-1. That's a tough beat. We're 11-3. I'm second in passing yards. McCaffrey, did he just take the record for a season? He did, by 31 yards, and we've still got 3 games left to play. He's a little way to go to get the touchdown record, but how do we look? Yeah, I think I'm up to 40 passing touchdowns, so I got a little ways to go. And quite a ways to go there. Yeah, I haven't made any of these records. I think we just missed getting McCaffrey on that list. But he's on this one. TJ Moore. That game where I was trying to get him as Superstar X Factor. Wow. He got a lot of yards that game. Oddly enough, not a lot of touchdowns. Alright, well, I'm not looking at all that. Number 1 in offensive yards. Number 9 in defensive yards. Okay. Number 1 in points scored. We are a high-powered offense. Number 14 in points allowed. So, defense isn't playing lights out, but they're still playing pretty good. They're a whole lot better than where we started the season. I haven't looked at transactions lately. Do we have any recent transactions? That's the big thing. We re-signed our 63 overall right guard. Re-signed Patrick Onwaso, Daquan Jones, Dante Jackson. He got paid. Matt Paradis got a 1 year. Hassan Reddick, I'm glad to see that. Taylor Moton. Robbie Anderson, glad to see that. That's where we picked up Jalen Mills. Alright. So nothing major. Alright. So let's upgrade Reese Gatlin. There's a lot of ways I could go with this. I think I'm going to go with strong arm. I want to increase his deep accuracy. And I got his medium throw accuracy, his awareness, and his throw under pressure. Okay then. Still, with morale, we're up to an 85 overall, a true 83 overall. It's not terrible. Or, I guess 82 overall. Okay. let's take on the Bucks. This will be an interesting test. It's one thing to beat up on teams that aren't doing great. It's quite another to go up against. And I hate to say it because I can't stand him, but going up against the GOAT. I mean, I said for years that he was a product of the system he was in. And then he went to Tampa Bay and took them to a Super Bowl, so maybe I was wrong. I know it doesn't happen often. And they get off to a big lead right away.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, we're going to make them respect the run.
Numbers for McCaffrey last week. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest.
McCaffrey
Indeed,
is
some very long runs, and that total scary.
I really wish they'd call some more outside running plays for him, because that's where I think he really shines in
Give
the
it up to
game.
McCaffrey. To the
His speed, his change of direction ability.
close quickly.
At least when I'm controlling.
On the carry there, 2nd and 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for
Third
down.
and inches. All right, come on, McCaffrey, get it for us.
They'll try and pick it up with
There you go.
McCaffrey. Athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done.
There's
This
DJ
is taken
Moore.
in at the 5.
Apparently, for a minute there, he decided to clink on top of the defender's helmet.
When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was
Ooh, I
thinking
barely got that
he'll
off before
take
taking
it.
the
Now they're
sack.
knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball. They thought they had a chance to make a play and knock it away. Didn't get it done. Can they reset now and hold them to a field goal?
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3.
All right, Robbie Anderson with
It's
another.
Anderson.
And
Panthers.
Greg Little's injured. My entire off. Oh yeah, that reminds me. How's Dennis Daly? How long is he out for? I didn't check that. A dislocated shoulder only had him out for 1 game. Interesting. Knee cartilage tear. Oh. I've had that more than once. I have trouble walking now because of it. I mean, not really. I can walk just fine, but my knee hurts. My knee's been hurting pretty much every day for the last 20 years. So,
He'll get about 3 as he's taken.
and now Matt Paradis is injured.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got.
Are you kidding me? Over the last 2 games, every starter on my offensive line has gotten injured.
That's having some difficulty down there getting up. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Okay.
Looking to throw.
Nope, that was just a
And
stupid
it's
pass.
incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
All right, Anderson,
Back
bail
to
me
throw
out.
here. He'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And
It's
pass
incomplete,
interference.
But there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call
Anderson gets interfered with a lot.
No.
I think because people know that if they don't interfere with him, he's going to make him pay for it.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken him really deep into the count.
Plus, he's kind of a
Instead,
small
you
guy.
gotta start all over. That can really be
And,
demoralizing.
And he gets
so
this inside the 35-yard line.
I think that just makes people think they can push him around.
Just 7 carries.
I don't
From
know.
the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run.
Now
Really
DJ
nice job
Moore with a
swarming to
good
the ball
catch.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy
DJ
of
Moore is
5
in
to
the
6.
zone. All right.
Marked as a 27-yard pickup. He'll look to throw.
And that should have been picked by one of those guys.
In the end zone, it's incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting there to get a hand in. They come up
I'm
here with
honestly
another shot
surprised
from
that
the
one of those
6-yard
guys
line,
didn't
and it's
catch it.
2nd and goal now. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles.
You know
On
what?
3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area.
Let's
What
see
do
if we
you
can't get
dial up?
Tommy Tremble
Something
another
quick hitting.
touchdown.
You don't have the time for something that develops slow.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
All right.
Tommy Tremble.
The rookie tight end gets a touchdown. Yay. We've got a lead. It's nice having a lead, isn't it?
This is McCaffrey on the give. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. For a lot of people, MVP
let's
award
try the end
means a
around.
quarterback award usually,
DJ
but
Moore.
over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk
Did he get
about
the
it for
first?
weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him.
Of course
Over
not.
100
3rd
yards
and
last
inches.
week. Expects to continue that in this game too.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll set up to throw.
And McCaffrey will get it for
It's
us.
McCaffrey. And he's able to
All
get
right.
the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So it feels like we're controlling
This will
the
be a
clock
gain
here.
of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I mean, I'm not really sure what the time of possession looks like, but it feels like we're controlling the clock pretty
Most
well.
offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle.
Oh, do
and
we
make
have
steps.
Paradis back in the game? Bruce Sternum out for game. I wonder how long we're going to be without Little for. Not that it matters with this offensive line.
Dominate the line of scrimmage.
I mean, honestly, if we had a halfway decent line, we would
Panthers on
be
3rd down.
doing a lot better than we're already
Perfect 3
doing.
for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. He's
There we
going to
go.
look deep for Moore.
David
Contested
Moore
ball
comes
here,
up
and
big
it's
with the
gonna be
catch.
caught. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way
DJ
to the
Moore is
2-1.
likely out of the zone
Good
now,
play by
but
both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd
no,
down.
no, he's
Show
still
a
in
lot
the
of
zone.
trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play
I guess
was his
not being
receivers
targeted
understanding
doesn't count if
that
he's not on
everything
the
wasn't
field.
on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
We'll go with this.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join
Why is
Jonathan
DJ
Coach with the
Moore
gang in
not
Orlando.
on the
Coach
field?
will have stats and scores from the early games going on here
Is
around
it the
the
plays
NFL.
that I'm calling?
A throw over
'Cause
the
I got
middle,
Terrace
taken
Marshall
in,
on the
and they
field.
do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard
Is he
line.
tired?
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You have to ask the question, what was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up.
That is caught. It's Anderson.
I didn't see an injury to DJ Moore, but he's just not on the field.
Robbie Anderson.
There he is.
They'll come out
Maybe he was
throwing
just
here to
tired.
start the drive.
That should have been
one
picked.
almost intercepted, but it's incomplete.
That
Not a
should
good
have
throw
been
there, and
picked.
it'll be second down.
You know what? We're
After the
going to run it
incompletion,
here.
they'll try once more
We're
from
up
the
by 2
20-yard line on
scores.
2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the
That didn't
ground.
go anywhere.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
Just
And
add
he's
to
gonna
the
have
yards a
the
little
Panthers
bit.
first down as they're able to get the 3rd down
That's the
conversion.
end of the half. We get the ball back at halftime.
So it's halftime here in And okay, so much for
So we're going to keep running. You already know how I feel about it. McCaffrey has to get 100 yards to win the game. He's only at 75 so far, although that gets him up to 85. So I guess, oh yeah, I had some rushing yards.
Terrific here this afternoon.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record
He's
in
getting close to his 100. He needs 8 more yards. I can feel comfortable that we're going to win the
Watching that
game.
move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching it.
McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
All right, 4 more yards for him.
First down. From the
We ran him so much last week that Chuba Hubbard came in at the end of the game.
result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it
All right,
with 2 to
McCaffrey's
go
got
on
104
second down.
yards.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get
And
it
he's
down
got
to
us
the
another first
33-yard
down.
line here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
His average is kind of hurting
From the
from all these
28,
short
it's
runs.
2nd and 5.
But
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red
well,
zone.
no, I mean he's still over
Looks to
5
me
yards
like
a
maybe
carry.
there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run,
Just
I get a
under
feeling
6
the
yards
defense
a
get a little
carry.
tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And
That
not much
didn't
to
help
speak
him.
of there. Maybe a yard
And
to the 20.
who is
Whistles here, and it
Tecklenburg?
looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up.
Oh, he's either a backup
You wanna
center
see
or a
week
backup
16,
left tackle.
any week, really.
Because,
We'll be right back.
Both of those guys are hurt.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the
That
10
was
to the
good.
9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first.
Yeah, I
and
mean
goal.
we've used almost half of
Lots
the
praise on
third
this
quarter
drive,
just
obviously.
running the
I
ball
know
with
you're seeing what
McCaffrey.
I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He'll manage to break a tackle.
2nd and goal, we'll run it again.
It'll be 2nd down.
And we've officially used up over half of the third quarter on this drive.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
I really should be putting.
Surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there. I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down.
And there we go. Robbie Anderson gets another one.
Anderson, touchdown Panthers.
That's his 3rd. I need to start spreading the ball around to some other receivers. I think we got Trimble a touchdown pass too, didn't we though? Or was that last game? I don't even remember. But yeah, I need to get some more stats for my quarterback here. So
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Now a play fake here on first down.
you know what? I'm running it.
And he'll be
Get
brought
us a
down.
little bit
It
of
looks
distance
like right
there.
at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a
Off the
little bit
play
better.
fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more.
And DJ Moore with the catch. Nice.
Wow. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Wow, they kept the ball for less than 2 minutes and didn't score with it.
One-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the other times they don't pay off, and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them.
DJ Moore is kind of a monster out there.
Starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's
We got him back in the
because
zone.
These are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there.
That's where you want him.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running.
And touchdown, DJ Moore.
DJ Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdown.
Oh gosh, yeah, I may have to change this to simulation because it's getting too easy.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They were ranked 7th in yardage. They've allowed us over 400.
So
Give DJ Moore another
after the
carry.
gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's see what he can do with it.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run.
He got us a first down is
And
what
he'll
he
be
can do
out of
with it.
bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 155 yards rushing for him now.
Do we know anything more here yet?
Sensational afternoon continues.
Okay.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into bucket. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I really want to put some air under this.
Second and 5. Leaping
Oh,
and
wow.
makes the grab. Touchdown.
Robbie Anderson not only made the grab, he broke the tackle and got the touchdown.
With
Very
touchdown
nice. He
number
should be over 20
23.
touchdowns for the season. All right. Well, I was worried about this game.
And he'll give it here to his
I
running
don't
back.
know why.
And they'll get it
Because
down
the
after a
Buccaneers
pickup
haven't
of
scored
8,
since their
second
opening
and 2.
drive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
All
So
right.
up through 3
And
quarters,
once
no
again,
reason to
we're
lighten
going to
up
let
now.
DJ
They'll
Moore
try
run
a
it.
little trickery here on the end around. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground.
Get us the
Honed in
first down,
on it, and
McCaffrey.
stopped him.
Oh,
Got
he
down
got
for a win in
stopped.
the defense's column.
Gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line.
Did we miss a field goal? Is that really what happened there? We just missed a field goal?
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
I'm not sure what just
And it's
happened,
caught.
actually.
And
But Robbie Anderson just got his 5th receiving touchdown of the day.
touchdown as they just added it.
That's kind of crazy. That's really crazy.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. On the stand.
Yeah.
And they're able to get this one.
I
across the
want more
35.
yards.
To tell you, just one word
Which
keeps
means
coming
that
to
I
mind
want to
from
pass
watching
it
them this
upfield.
afternoon, and that's That's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw
In fact, I
now.
think I want to pass it
He's gonna look
to
deep
Moore.
A leap in, he's got it. He got it. 36
Keep him
yards
in
on
the
the
zone.
play.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth,
I
it's still
really
miles
need to get
away, and
DJ
frankly,
Moore
it's
some more
working.
passing
Why should they
touchdowns.
stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Ooh, I needed to get that one
Got
off
his
quick.
man complete over the middle.
Instead,
Anderson.
oh,
He's brought down after
all
a
right,
very
we're on the
nice
one.
gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Yeah, I want to get DJ Moore a touchdown.
They'll look to throw again. And that one off the
Ooh,
mark.
that pressure
Behind
was
him,
real.
incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
That was almost intercepted.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. It's third goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks.
And DJ Moore gets a touchdown.
It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I know running it up isn't classy.
A big
It's the
offensive
CPU,
explosion
plus it's the
helped lead
Buccaneers,
them to
plus it's
victory.
Tom Brady.
The defensive
So,
guys, they're just saying, hey,
yeah, I have
those
no
points up every
regrets.
week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style.
I didn't quite
and a
get my
different
400
flow.
yards I wanted to get passing.
So for
But
the
it was still
Panthers,
overall a good
the
game.
wins keep coming
I
as
threw
this
8
one moves
touchdowns.
into
That should be good for
12-3 on
player
the
of the
year.
week.
And they will hit the road.
You would think. Which will be some extra experience. I've hit my goal for the season. I don't think I've hit 5,000 passing yards yet. No. 4,770. Definitely leading the league in yards and touchdowns. I'm number 0. Haha. Okay. Let's advance the week. We're an hour in on this video. We'll just look at the playoff picture and the stats real quick, and then we'll call that a video. We're still number 2. Let's see, San Francisco. I don't see them in the schedule. No, there they are. 14-1. Oh my gosh. That's just wow. Okay. That's going to be a tough game. Let's see. Did we get Offensive Player of the Week? We did. I didn't look at the box score for that last game, but 4,770 passing yards, 48 touchdowns, 19 interceptions. Haven't thrown an interception in the last 2 games, so that's huge. McCaffrey, 444 carries for 2,300 yards, 23 touchdowns. I've got 29 carries for 295 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chuba Hubbard, 9 carries for 29 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sam Darnold has 2 carries for 9 yards and a touchdown. So, on 2 of our field goals, he's rushed for touchdowns instead. Why don't they let me do that? Robbie Anderson, 69 catches, 2,051 yards, 24 touchdowns. That's a record. DJ Moore, 54 catches, 1,402 yards, 14 touchdowns. David Moore, 25 catches, 629 yards, 5 touchdowns. Terrace Marshall Jr., 5 catches, 92 yards, 3 touchdowns. Way to go. And defensively, Brian Burns, I saw, is up to 17 sacks. Hassan Reddick has 15. Derek Brown has 7 interceptions. A.J. Bouye has 5. Jalen Mills has 4. J.C. Horn with 3. Dante Jackson with 2. Troy Pride Jr. has 1. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're up to 15 now. Looks like we got 3 more interceptions against the Buccaneers. Forced fumbles. Still just 3. Shaq Thompson's blocked 2 kicks. And looks like he still has the only defensive touchdown for the team. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you didn't like it, hit the like button anyway. I mean, why not? If you're new around here, think about subscribing. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think our final record's going to be. How far you think we're going to go in the playoffs. Do we have a shot at the Super Bowl in year 1? Should I change it from arcade to simulation for season 2? Because it's getting a little bit too easy, even on all Madden, to play it on arcade. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, all the things. And until next time, see ya.